Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mani Yusuf, and my job today is to introduce you to our EgSC Cardiac Academy Mentorship Program. But before proceeding any further, a special thank you is due to our EgSC board for their support of the program and the Cardiac Academy. A little preamble. Most of us on seeing this picture for the very first time will spot the frog. But if someone was to come by and spin it around for us, we will start to realize that it's also a picture of a horse, right? So by spinning the picture and showing us all the various angles, they saved us literally hours, days, and possibly years of this. And that's what mentoring does. By the name of your creator, read. This is actually the very first verse that was bestowed upon humanity in the Quran. And read here means, right, seek knowledge. So, did you know that all cardiologists speak a universal language? We could even call it labdub if you like. But if you bring a qualified cardiologist in ECG from anywhere on this planet, they'll be able to read it. Give them a coronary angio, give them an echo, give them a stethoscope. It's all one language, and we all speak it. What I'm trying to say is that if you are qualified to practice the art of cardiology in your region, then you are just as qualified to practice the art of cardiology anywhere on the surface of the earth. And you should be certified to do so. So let that sink in for a moment. The focus of our program is not only medical, but also on character building. Our program is an Egyptian national program that will unify the standards for cardiology practice regardless of the college of graduation or postgraduate training. In other words, we will recalibrate and fine-tune practicing cardiologists, potentially qualifying them for international practice anywhere. No one is going to invent cardiology, so we're adopting the EC curriculum, teaching it in a flipped classroom technique, and applying internationally approved systems like the RIME evaluation system to ensure full comprehension and application of the required knowledge and skills. Our graduates are educated and given the know-how needed to innovate and share their findings with the medical community, but are not under any pressure to publish every so often to gain recognition or to get promoted. Their cases are uploaded to a central online database for peer reviewing by the scientific body, after which they are published to our online case bank. The online case bank is available to them and to their peers, from which observational data can be retrieved and analyzed for future research and clinical trial construction. Access to the bank is only possible after 1 year of 2 case entries per month. Right, one of the major aims of our program is to provide our students with the necessary tools in order for them to be able to leave their thumbprints on the medical community. I mean, it doesn't matter what a brilliant genius you are, you need to contribute your knowledge back to the main river in order for knowledge to continue, because knowledge unshared is knowledge on its deathbed. Right, flashback. At the beginning of our program, we had trainer of trainee sessions, and one of these was on how to use the Edmodo online e-learning platform, and Mr. Muhammad Al-Farouk was kind enough to introduce us to us. So thank you, Mr. Muhammad. Our library flourished with material to help our faculty perform their tasks. So as you can see here, we do have an online website, but it's currently being updated. We also have a Facebook group, the EgSC Cardiac Academy, and would be very happy if you would join us there for updates. And I have to take a second out to thank Professor Megan Naim Bichet for his enormous contributions to the group. Phases. Okay, what are the phases of the program and where are we right now? Well, phase 1 was to prepare the reference manual. And I'm happy to announce that phase 1 is near completion. We're only a couple of days away from finishing the peer reviewing process, and we are on the verge of phase 2. These are our authors and peer reviewers, and I'm sure most of you will recognize a lot of these names. Beautiful people. And this is where we are, phase 2. We need to assign a scientific committee from every university and teaching cardiology department in Egypt. And the stress here is on the word every, because if you're going to produce a nationally certified qualifying program, then you need the participation of everybody. Phase 3, candidate interviews for acceptance into the program, where we will be accepting postgraduate cardiology specialists, and I think the most important item here is their full-time dedication. This is a full-time dedicating job. They will be evaluated 3 times, pre-course evaluation at 24 weeks by the end of the theoretical phase and at the end of the program. There will also be regular follow-ups for their clinical skills and mastering abilities. There are obligations. In order to graduate from our program, they will need to actively participate in a clinical trial and publish a paper with their mentor. They will need to provide 5 MCQs per lecture, and they have cyclical case presentations. Phase 4, orientation sessions. 1 for the staff and a separate one for the students. And this is to ensure adherence to a clear and standardized evaluation process. Phase 5, the teaching sessions. As I pointed out before, we're not here to teach cardiology. We're not teaching onset, course duration. Right. Knowledge acquisition is the job of the student. Our job is knowledge implementation. In other words, the authors, along with peer reviewers, will form teams, and they will moderate roundtable case scenario discussions with their students. We're not showing them how to solve the puzzle. We're guiding them to solve the puzzles for themselves. Workshops. We have medical workshops and non-medical workshops. The purpose of the medical workshops is to provide the required skills before hospital alignment in order to alleviate the burden on hospital staff. All right, and then phase 7, university hospital attachment protocols, and this is where our students will implement their knowledge, apply their workshop skills, and gain the adequate hands-on experience that they need. All right, this is the list of our medical workshops, and the usual stuff for cardiologists. And these are our non-medical workshops. And I'm sure you've all heard of the rise of the burnout of physicians, and we have a couple of items here that should help with that. Okay, so we're planting a seed. We may not see the tree, but in order for the seed to grow, it will need the help and the support of everyone involved. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us at egsc.cardiacacademy@gmail.com. Thank you for your attention.